don't know about you guys, but this makes me freaking angry. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the Nerdy Alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the true crime story of the day that's pretty much caught me eye, and this one caught me eye and then some. So recently it was announced that Gabby Petito's parents had launched a lawsuit against the Laundries, which in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, hell freaking yes. But guess what? Laundries have filed to dismiss it. They might get away from possible justice. What the deuce is going to go on? I'm going to break it all down for you in a moment. Before I do so, though, a little bit of housekeeping. Firstly, YouTube human reviewer, I see you lurking. I ain't going to be saying any trigger words or going into any descriptions of sorts that's going to offend your sensibilities. And to everyone else that's watching, thank you very much for clicking on this video. If you love true crime on the daily, served with a little bit of sass and gobbiness, which is basically this, right? The next thing you need to do before you do anything else is smash the hell out of that subscribe button, like, share, comment, all of that good stuff. And let's jump into it, shall we? So, yeah, this has proper grinded my gears here. The Laundrie family attorney has filed a motion to dismiss the lawsuit. Dismiss it. Like, ooh. Okay, so here we go. The Laundrie family attorney, Steven Bertolino, or Bertolino, filed a motion to dismiss a civil lawsuit from the parents and step-parents of Gabby Petito this week. Now, Bertolino has filed his 20-page motion Wednesday, which as of the date of this recording, yesterday, asking a Florida judge to drop the lawsuit with prejudice, arguing that there are no facts to support their claims of intentional infliction of emotional distress. He further asked the judge to prevent the Petito-Schmidt families from filing an amended lawsuit should his dismissal request be granted. Oh, no. Because even if the dismissal's granted, you know, they could go for something else. Why not? Why limit them for that? Oh, come on. Come on. Their daughter has been taken away from them cruelly, and you're going to be doing this now? My opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. This might be the legal system, don't get me wrong, but, you see why? It's proper grinded my gears, this. Now, the clients, Chris and Roberta Laundrie, were exercising their constitutional right to remain silent, Bertolino wrote. The gravamen of the claimed wrongdoing is that the Laundries exercised their constitutional rights and essentially made no statements to plaintiffs or law enforcement, the motion states. While the Petito-Schmidt families allege some facts, those facts could never establish a claim for intentional infliction of emotional distress because the Laundries' actions were legally permissible, constitutionally protected, not outrageous, and do not give rise to any cause of action. However, my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, if the Laundries knew something, right, that could have helped the case and found Gabby Petito, like, sooner, and found Brian Laundrie before he did what he did, right, then we'd be talking a different scenario at this point. The fact of the matter is, my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, they knew something that could have helped all of that, and they stayed silent. Might have been their constitutional right, don't get me wrong, but hang on a minute. How about obstruction of freaking justice? Hello? Knock, 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 knock. Obstruction of justice knocking. Hello? I mean, I'm no legal, don't get me wrong, but that's just how my mind is at the moment thinking about all of this. So, Bertolino added that the family's failure to state a cause of action in the complaint provides ample basis to conclude that the plaintiffs would not be able to add the missing but required information if provided with another opportunity to bolster their allegations. The Petito-Schmidt families filed a civil lawsuit in Florida alleging that Brian Laundrie's parents, Chris and Roberta Laundrie, were aware of what Brian Laundrie did and attempted to help him flee justice. Bertolino called the lawsuit baseless and frivolous and said the Laundries cannot be held liable for exercising their legal right to remain silent. Yeah, fine. But again, if they are intentionally withholding information regarding this case at the time that could have caught Brian Laundrie whilst he was still on this earth and found Gabby Petito sooner, well, hang on a minute. They intentionally withheld information, regardless of them, their constitutional right to stay silent. If they are withholding information intentionally, hello, there's something wrong there, isn't there? In my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. And this whole thing of, helping Brian Laundrie try and flee and get away, well, there is at least, let's put it this way, potentially, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, circumstantial evidence that might have been the case. And with this being a civil lawsuit rather than a criminal one, to be fair, the burden of proof is much, much lower. So, I'm sorry, but how can they try and dismiss this? This is freaking nuts. Bertolino says the Laundries have exercised their constitutional right to refrain from speaking and have relied on counsel to speak for them. He told Fox News Digital Wednesday, this is not only common practice in our civilized society, but embodies the exercise of fundamental rights under the United States and Florida constitutions. Now, by all means, fine, rely on counsel, rely on your lawyers to freaking speak for you. Okay, I get that. But again, it comes back to this whole thing of, well, hang on a minute. They can exercise their right to stay silent, but on the other hand, if they've got information that they are potentially keeping away from the freaking FBI, the police force, you know what I mean? Well, hang on a minute. Aren't we in a different situation at that point, where the constitutional right to stay silent is overridden by the fact that they are intentionally withholding information, my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, to the point where it's hindered a case and it's obstruction of justice at that point? Do you know what I mean? Never mind the fact that, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, I agree with the Petito-Schmidt on this one. I think the family definitely tried to help Brian Laundrie get away. Abso-freaking-lutely. But once this whole case went international, once everyone was literally looking for Brian Laundrie to the point where it was like, oh, we've seen him in Mexico. Ooh, we've seen him in Canada. Ooh, we've seen him on the airplane. Ooh, we've seen a reflection in a window. Do you know what I mean? It was damn well impossible for them to try and help him get away then at that point, because everyone knew his face. Absolutely everyone. To the point where people were like changing his face, being like, oh, well, this is what he would look like without the beard, and this is what he would look like if his hair was a little bit longer now, because he may not have those amenities because he's on the run in the freaking Appalachian Trail or something along those lines. At that point, people were thinking he was there potentially. Do you know what I mean? Oh. So, yeah. Okay. Fundamental rights. Constitution. Staying silent. All right. But if you're intentionally keeping something away from the FBI and the police, that is obstruction of justice, that's hindering a freaking investigation there. So Bertolino, the family's longtime friend and lawyer from their New York hometown, is representing the Laundries, as we know, along with the Tampa-based law firm Trombley and Haynes. We are confident that the constitutional rights of all citizens of this country will be protected by the dismissal of this lawsuit. Oh, guys, this is... Oh, is there ever gonna be any form of justice for Gabby? Like, any form at all? I feel for this family right now, the Petito-Schmidts. I really, really do. Is it... I suppose when you look at it on a balanced kind of situation, because this case does give me like the emotional feels, right? If I look at it logically and all that, is it actually, when you think about it, that surprising that the Laundries are trying their luck and they're trying to get this whole case dismissed? No, it's not. It's not. Really, in the grand scheme of things, if you're on the other side of it, you're going to try and get it dismissed, aren't you? Okay, fair enough. However, oh, please, judge, whoever is looking at this, whoever's going to be ruling on this, let it go through. Let the case go through. Dismiss the dismissal request from the Laundries. Let it go through. Let the Petito-Schmidts have their day in court and try and get some form of justice for Gabby. That family freaking deserves it. Oh my goodness. Guys, what do you think to this latest development? Are you as angry and pretty much triggered as me about the Laundrie's attempts to literally try and dismiss the Petito-Schmidt's lawsuit and try and block potential justice for Gabby? Let me know. Sound off with your gobs in the comments down below. Also, as well, if you love this video and you want to see more daily true crime stories served with a little bit of gob and sassiness, then I'm where it's at, people. Make sure the next thing you do, no matter what it is you smash the hell out of that subscribe button. Like, share, comment, all of that good stuff. And until the next time, you guys, laters.